If your birthday is coming up and you need a cake, and the strawberry season is still on, I wholeheartedly recommend making this cake. For this cake, we first prepare the base with eggs, sugar, cornstarch, and vinegar. You need 10 eggs to get 2 cake layers. Separate the egg whites from the yolks. Whisk egg whites, gradually adding 10 tablespoons of sugar. When the egg whites are almost whisked, add 1 tablespoon of spirit vinegar. It will help the egg whites set better and will evaporate during drying. And now for a little trick. I have cornstarch here, also called corn flour or starch. And I'm taking 1 tablespoon. Sprinkle it around like this. And now I'll mix it all together. I'll mix everything a bit more, in case I missed anything at the bottom. Cornstarch in this combination will help the base dry evenly. Make it more stable, yet still keep it airy. The next day you won't have that sugary water dripping from the base. Take a large baking tray and line it with parchment paper. Place this entire base mixture onto the parchment paper. We'll make 1 base and cut it in half. Take a spatula and spread it evenly everywhere. When I took the tray, I immediately turned on the oven to preheat to 150 degrees Celsius. 150 without a fan, nothing. Regular heating that everyone has, bottom and top element. I don't go all the way to the edges because the base will slightly rise during baking. And it will feel all the edges. And once we level it like this, and while we do all this, the oven has preheated and the base can go in to dry. For the filling, pour 500 milliliters of milk into a pot and heat until it boils. While waiting for the milk to boil, get a scale, place a bowl with egg yolks on it, and measure out 90 grams of cornstarch. If you don't have a scale, let's count the full tablespoons. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say 5 heaping tablespoons. And add 10 tablespoons of sugar. You can adjust the amount of sugar to your taste, of course. And now add 200 milliliters of milk. Measure it out in a glass first. Pour it over this and mix everything together. If you wish, you can add vanilla sugar or vanilla extract. Mix until there are no lumps, and that's it. Pour hot milk into egg yolks slowly, just before milk boils. Then go and wash this pot. Now return this entire mixture to the damp pot and heat until it cooks. They say to intentionally pour into a damp pot. And this whole process is done to avoid lumps and reduce scorching. Place the pot over medium heat and stir occasionally at first. As the mixture heats up and thickens, stir more frequently. It's starting to thicken slowly. And now, don't step away from the stove. Stir slowly, then stir quickly. That's it, the filling is cooked. As soon as you remove it from the heat, transfer it to another bowl. If you're not in a hurry, you can leave it to cool in this pot. Whichever is easier for you. Cover with foil. Leave it to cool at room temperature. If you're in a hurry, put it in the fridge while warm, never when it's hot. The base is done. The baking time is 100 minutes. Now, before putting the base in the oven, open it and let all the hot air escape. Then place the base in to dry or bake. This way, it won't immediately form a thick crust on top. Then the inside will remain moist and will release water. I'll just peel it off the sides a bit and leave it to cool. The base is cooled. Remove the paper. Remove it slowly and carefully so that no pieces of the base remain on it. Then turn it over again. You should be able to handle it easily. And now cut it in half. I do all this approximately. If one base is larger, I'll put it on the bottom. And I'll put the smaller one on top, and that's it. Just let me check. Exactly. Add 200 grams of softened butter to cooled filling. You can add it directly to the filling. If you're using margarine, you must whisk it first, and then combine it with the filling. Scrape the sides with a spatula. Be sure to stir the bottom a bit more. Whisk again with a mixer. And now the filling is ready. Separately, whisk 500 milliliters of whipping cream. This is plant-based and pre-sweetened. You can use any kind you normally use. Instead of whipping cream, you can also use whipped topping. With whipped topping, the whole cake is much softer. This is the consistency you should get. Do not whisk it too much or it will become too stiff. But if that happens, add a little milk and whisk again. Take a cake stand, place the first base, then spread half of this yellow cream. Place sliced strawberries on top. The amount you put is up to you. It can depend on whether you slice them thickly or thinly, how many strawberries you plan to use, or how much you like. Half of the whipping cream over the strawberries. Now on top of the second base. Place it upside down. If the cut side is down, the uncut side is up. The rest of the yolk cream on top. Strawberries on top again. You can use the same base for any other fruit. Because vanilla and these semi-dried bases, let's call them that, go perfectly with any kind of fruit. I sliced them just enough. Incredible. And now the rest of the whipped topping on top. Whipping cream. And the cake is done. Now that the cake is done, spread whipping cream, then chill. If you wish, you can decorate it after taking it out of the refrigerator. When the cake has cooled, I whisked some regular whipped topping with milk. And now I'll do a little decoration on top. And this whipped topping will also refresh the whipping cream underneath. The cake is ready. It can be served. Let me show you the whole thing. How you saw it halfway. Here it is. The cake was a success. Enjoy. Cake so good that even the phone had to get its share.